Hey guys, welcome to my channel Hairliciously. Today is day number 162 since I've had my FUE hair transplant. I figured that I would share you guys the results and the current progress of how my hair is looking. So here's how it looks from a distance. It's really framing the face really nicely due to the hairline and also the temporal points on both sides. Everything's growing in really well, and everything's thickening up, and you guys can totally tell the difference from now to even a few weeks ago, but everything's growing really nicely. Let me show you guys a close-up of the hairline. So let's see here. Alright, so this is the left temporal region. The temporal point is looking very natural. There's hairs that are continuing to thicken up, and it's just really nice to see how much of a difference this temporal point really does. So if you guys get a hair transplant, you're receding here, make sure you mention this to a doctor who knows what he's doing. The hairline in the front is also doing really good, but as you guys can see, it's still a little bit transparent, but the hairs are still growing in, and since about 3 weeks before my 6-month mark, I still have about 4 to 6 months of more hair density and growth. So hopefully in the next few months, the hairline's going to thicken up a little bit more. Here's the frontal region of the hairline. Now, I don't know if you guys can see, but in the front here, there's still a little bit of baby vellus hairs that are still growing in. And there's a little bit of thin hairs that are starting to emerge. So those are going to thicken up as the months go by. And finally, here is the right temporal region. This side here is my best side because the hair is very thick. There's a lot of density and there's a lot of hairs growing in. And the right temporal point. The right temporal point is still a little bit curly, but it's not as bad as it was before. And like I said, the doctor said that after a few hair cycles, it's gonna become a little bit more soft and less curly. But I mean, it's not really a big deal for me because I like it. I didn't have the temporal point before. So, just having that temporal points rebuilt just really makes my face and my forehead a lot smaller. But yeah, I'm very pleased with the results so far. Now, let me see here. I've been growing out my hair, so let me go ahead and show you guys how it looks like once I put it down. Now, remember, I'm still under 6 months, so I still have a few months for the density to thicken up. But when I watch, people who had hair transplants on YouTube, I feel like the only hairstyle that they can really do is putting up their hair, because if they put their hair down, they don't have enough density or they don't have enough coverage in the front, so you're not gonna get that Justin Bieber kind of hairstyle. But let me go ahead and put my hair down so you guys can see how much coverage that I can really get. So, as you guys can see, it does a good job of covering quite a bit. And like I said, over the next months, it's gonna thicken up. But definitely, like before, I used to see the recessions on my temple, and since the recession was so high, I would have gaps on the sides. But now, there's hair growing and it just covers it completely. So just look how nicely it covers the whole head. You guys can't see any signs of recession. And so, overall it just looks really good, and I'm just looking really forward to the coming months. Honestly, I do want to shave my head, probably in the near future, but I don't know if my girlfriend's gonna like that or not. But if you guys look at my profile picture, that's the picture of me with my shaved head about 2 weeks after my hair transplant. So this was before the whole shedding. And so all the hairs were there, so that kind of gave me an idea of how I should look like once all the hair transplant hair has been growing in. But right now, I'm probably just going to keep it the way it is because the hairs are still thickening up in the front, and it's going to look a little bit weird if I shave it right now. But hopefully, in the near future, I'm going to have that possibility of shaving my head, because it's always been a dream of mine to shave my head. But I never could do that because of the receding temples, and since my forehead was so big, I knew that it wasn't going to be a good look. But here's how the hair is looking at day number 162. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Feel free to subscribe, like this video, leave some comments, and be on the lookout for more videos on hair transplants, hair loss. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.